What is going on YouTube? Yes, welcome back to JoJo Speaks, another night of hot topics and social commentary. I got my good sis Genesita with me. What's going on, sis? How you doing? How you feeling?
I am blessed and freaking highly favored. Okay.
Yes,
Praise God in the heavens.
Jennifer just gave me an update on some great
Life.
things that is going on in her and Tyrone's life. So I'm so happy for her. As y'all can see, I know it looks a little blurry thanks to this bright light shining in my face, but I voted today. Jennifer would have worn her sticker if she knew that I was wearing mine. But Jennifer, you said that you voted on Tuesday, right?
Yes, I voted Tuesday happily. Tyron was off. I said, okay, let's jump off here and go and vote. Take time to do it now. We were able to get in, get out, and be done with it. There was a lot of opportunities out here in Douglasville to vote, so we chose a good one.
Awesome. Typically, when you vote early, you don't necessarily have to wait in a line. Child, there was a line, honey. There was a line in South Carolina, and it wasn't at the main place, this downtown where you
Hmm.
typically early vote. No, we voted like 5 minutes down the street, and there was a line around the building for
My
people to
God,
vote. So I was so happy to see that because where
it's
typically
awesome.
early votes typically sway towards the Democratic side of things. So it was great, and it was mostly people of color that were out there to vote early as well. A lot of elderly people that were there. Thankfully, they had chairs along the way, along the line, so that if someone needed a seat to sit down, people were able to sit down and do their things. But
Yo, let me
yeah.
tell you something. They passed somewhat of a law, not somewhat, they passed a law here after, a lot of us came out voting that you
Hmm.
can't have chairs in the line or food, passing out
Wow.
food and stuff like that. Oh, yes. Oh,
Wow.
yes. If you have a long line, don't try to, make yourself comfortable. No, you're gonna stand there
They just gonna try everything
to
to
keep
get
us
us
from
not
voting.
to vote. Like
But I'm still here though. I'm
that
still
is
here.
Jennifer, when I say that is evil, that is
Yes. The
evil.
Lord ain't in it.
Evil. Okay, shout out to
God ain't
Dr.
pleased.
Evil. Okay,
Okay,
that is
okay.
evil. Honey, that's ridiculous. But you know what? The people were out there voting today. So I'm so happy. I haven't heard any of the numbers as far as early voting is concerned in South Carolina. So I'll try to pay attention to our local news to see if they say anything about it. So speaking of politics, it has been announced officially that Beyonce will be joining Kamala Harris at a rally in Houston that is
What?
scheduled.
She
So
she's been out and about these days. She must say I'm not saying she ain't got nothing better to do, but she is, purposely being seen because if she don't wanna be seen, she ain't gonna be seen, honey.
you will not see Beyonce if she don't want you to see her. Okay. So I'm so happy to hear that. Eminem introduced Barack Obama at a rally in Detroit earlier this week. Jennifer, go ahead. You held up your hand.
Jonathan, I saw a TikTok earlier today about this. I would not have even known about this if there wasn't a TikTok about it. It
Yeah.
was this Caucasian nice lady, saying prayers to that lady. God bless this lady. She said she saw a whole bunch of people surprised that Eminem, that works heavily with African American people from Detroit,
Hmm.
is people were surprised that this white man was there for that,
Yeah.
was at the Democratic, situation, and I'm like, so people just think that everybody that is white, that hasn't really said anything, that means that they're not for, the, Democratic Party, they're automatically Republicans and stuff. People were, like, really upset about this, Jonathan. They thought that Kid Rock and, Eminem were on the same plane.
I
You know what I'm
was
saying?
just about to say maybe people were mistaking Eminem for Kid Rock because they are both 40-year-old aged white men. Not sure exactly the height difference. I believe Kid Rock is taller than
I'm pretty
Eminem
sure he's taller, yeah.
because Kid Rock has always looked tall to me, but. That I would assume the main reason why they were thinking that is because Eminem is a white man, and we don't really see a lot of white men out here that are really pushing for Kamala. Besides Dick Cheney, he and
Yeah.
his daughter Liz Cheney are out there in these streets rallying for Kamala Harris,
As
which I
is a
think is
lot of other
a great thing.
Republican big big steppers, and what's even crazier? People are not looking at this. Well, not looking. I guess some of those Republicans that are just gung ho for Trump, they the bulk of his cabinet during his presidency is telling y'all not to vote for the man. That should be telling y'all plenty of somethings. But some people hear that and say, well, they're haters because they were kicked out. Or they just don't like Trump. So, people believe what they want to believe, which is why I believe when it comes down to the undecided vote, I believe that I believe the bulk of the people have, made the decision. And if you're undecided and you leaning towards Trump, then it's like apparently you need more information. And it's really nice to see that the Harris Walz campaign has been focusing on those people that just need a little bit extra information.
Absolutely. Jennifer, do we have any comments yet in the comment section?
Of course, Dustin's here.
Hey, Dustin.
As soon as I made this link, he was right up in there at 7:51.
All right.
Robert came in at 7:58 saying a spoon cone. Check. Okay.
Oh, check.
Human resources. Check.
Okay.
Ooh, now see, Robin, you may not know, but that is certainly a thing between me and Jonathan. Check.
It is. Check. Okay. Yes. And then the legendary Angeria Paris Van Michaels, her first song on her first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race had the same check, glamour, check, wigs, check, gowns,
Okay.
check, okay, pageants, check, okay. So yes, that's always been a thing for us.
I've loved that, especially like when I get my hair did, check.
Check.
Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna have to get more into my checks and things that I'm trying to get myself into as we're working hard towards uplifting our lives.
Right.
Anyway, Robin says, hey y'all.
Hey,
and then
Robin.
Robin said, hey Robin. She says, yes, exercise the franchise. And she says, no chairs, can't feed people in line, can't give water. We shall not be moved. Vote.
We
vote,
shall
vote.
not be moved. That's right. That is evil, Jennifer. That
It's
is
horrible.
so evil. Like you would think people would do anything to encourage people to get their vote out, but
When they don't like your vote, they will do anything to disenfranchise you.
right. Ugh.
Praise God. Miss Kim says, hey J&J.
Hey, Miss Kim. Greetings and salutations, my queen. Okay, Your Majesty.
Okay. Miss Kim says hello to Dustin and Robin. And Robin said Eminem has been supportive of Dems for years. I know people just ain't paying no attention.
Right. He's been rolling for the Democrats for the longest, as long as I've known him.
And Ruben. Robin also said Bruce Springsteen as well.
Yes. Going to be at a rally in Atlanta for Kamala Harris.
Yes. I bet you Trump really wish he could have a Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen is what America, okay?
Okay. Got a couple songs about America, too.
Okay. Miss Kim says, I dropped my ballot off this morning. My polling place was packed, praise God.
Okay.
Parking lot was full. The poll workers were passing out numbers. Wow. To voters as they arrived. I'm excited. Whew. The time is coming. And it's like, I'm over here looking at the days like it really is drawing nigh. The time is coming. We don't have a month anymore. Anyway.
Yeah. 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, actually.
And it's like, I'm nervous, but I'm not, but I'm nervous,
Yeah.
But, even if Kamala wins, we're just going to have another time of people being upset like it was for Mr. Biden. So
absolutely.
We shall. The territory. We shall see. Robin says, hello to Dustin. Dustin says, everybody, please remember to vote. Our future is at risk. It looks like almost everybody in here voted already.
Yes.
We in there. Robin says, I'm cracking up. Check.
Check. Yes. Okay, come on, laughter. Check.
Check. Joy. Check.
Okay, come on. Okay, because those babies say favor, check. Okay. Grace, check.
Quit, boy. Who gonna have me up in here? Grace, check. And his peace, check.
Check.
Okay. Protection on deck, check. Ooh.
Honey,
Child. Child. Praise
honey,
God.
sugar pie, honey bun.
Okay. Robert says, I appreciate you, Miss Kim. Glad to hear that your polling site was packed. Awesome.
Yes.
Bianca. Hey, Bianca.
Hey,
Welcome. Peace
Bianca.
and blessings. She says, Happy Thursday, everybody. And she says, please remember to hit that like button. Thank you so much. Oh, gosh. Go,
So,
go
speaking of
ahead.
politics, Donald Trump pulled a stunt. I like to call Donald Trump. I informed my mother today of a gay term called stunt queen. Okay,
Well, yes.
Donald Trump pulled a stunt in Pennsylvania, working the fry machine. Okay, at a McDonald's, at a local McDonald's. I literally saw the footage of him putting the fries in the cart. Now,
Yeah.
granted, there was no one in the, well, there were people in the drive-through line, but apparently they might have been paid. Allegedly, they might have been paid. The store was actually closed. I saw someone on TikTok that showed a sign that was on the door of the actual establishment itself that he did this stunt at, that said that the store will be closed from this time to this time. So don't come near here. Okay, don't be on the property. Okay, because ain't no telling what Trump and his
No French fries
goons
for you during these hours.
ain't no telling what Trump and his goons would have done to anybody who was there uninvited, honey. Okay.
Or accuse somebody of an attempt.
Okay. A fourth attempt. Okay. Because we on three so far, honey. Child.
Child.
Anyway, so my mother told me earlier today that apparently he said that Kamala Harris lied about working at McDonald's when she was younger.
Mhm.
Why would she have to lie about
Why?
working at McDonald's? And then I
Why?
also feel as though he's trying to connect with the everyday American, which he really can't because he's an elitist and he's always seen himself up here. And it is what it is.
Have you ever
Jennifer,
heard have you Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
oh, no, you go first because I was going to ask you what you thought about it.
Okay, first of all, have you ever heard him talking about overtime?
I have heard that he said something about what did he say about over? He said something about overtime that he was going to make sure that overtime would be double pay. Is that what he
He
said?
was saying that he would make sure overtime is not taxed.
Oh yes. I do remember him saying that. Yes,
It's like,
absolutely.
child,
He's trying anything he can, girl. He is desperate.
but still, like, yeah. The way that he talked about overtime was that basically people should be happy that they still should be able to work and, talking crazy about overtime. But about his stunt over at McDonald's, I heard a lot of things on TikTok about this moment, this time,
Mhm.
and they did mention something to the effect of don't let him get near things that are hot, which is why he wasn't near the fryer, the grease. He wasn't near that because he might touch it and hurt himself.
Like
Yeah.
I did when I was like 6 or 7.
Okay.
The
Because
eye of the stove was
Mhm,
black. It's red. Sometimes it gets red when it's on high, but
mhm.
it was black, and I was like, "Oh, is this on?" Yeah. So
Yeah, he hasn't
there's
experienced
that.
those kind of moments. So yeah, and there were plenty of paid actors for that time. Um, so yeah, it was stupid. It was really a stupid moment to me. Maybe he wanted people to see that he could wear the apron too, I guess. Child, I don't know. But it was really odd for me. But, him attempting to connect, it doesn't help anybody in there, and when he was actually talking to the actual workers at that particular McDonald's,
Mhm.
one woman spoke to him about childcare, talking about how it's really expensive, and of course, he sidestepped, did a double flip, and all that stuff around that point. So it's like I cannot with him, but I believe it was a pointless stunt. I think they paid too much money for that kind of a thing. Like I don't know what he thought he was going to. or excuse me, not even him. I wonder what his people thought. He has the lowest of people. And you want to know why I think that he has some of the okay, not stupidest people. Some of the low vibrational people um with, with him because he don't pay nobody.
Right.
Who wants to take a chance on somebody that's notorious for not paying nobody?
Working for a billionaire who ain't cutting you a check.
Child,
Ain't that
please.
some
I wish I might. And then how is that going to read in the future?
Mhm.
Former Trump assistant, former Trump aide. It's like that's not going to help you in your future life. Anyway, the only thing you could do is try to write a book and make some coin off of it.
Right.
Um, Miss Kim said Trump is the biggest stunt queen ever.
Okay. Abba. Okay, holding up a Bible upside down in front of a church that you probably ain't never stepped foot in, but hey, it is what it is.
Dustin said, please let our voices be heard. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Robert says, working the fry machine, staged event, store was closed. He ain't have no gloves on. People
I
drawing a
didn't see no
nexus
glove.
between him at Mickey D's and the E. coli outbreak. Yeah, womp womp.
Okay.
Because they
Don't
were
get them quarter
connected.
pounders. Don't get them quarter pounders, y'all.
Though technically it makes no sense to connect him to that, but ever since, everything
Might
he
as well.
touched kind of died. So hey, you know what I'm saying? It came out after he did that. So you never know. Uh, God ain't pleased with any of that carrying on.
No.
Robin says, I don't believe that he really sees himself up there.
Wow.
Hmm.
That's maybe he wants to see himself up there and he presents as if he is up there to kind of cover up for his own insecurities.
Mm,
That's a good thing that you just said there.
yeah. Robin also says that's why he denigrates. Ooh, Lord, where'd it go? That's why he denigrates so many people. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Trump doesn't believe in minimum wage or fairness for employees. You know how many people he shafted for pay?
Hmm.
Everybody and their mama, including his lawyers. That's why he can't get
Okay.
nobody to represent him. Um,
Exactly.
and that's why he can hardly do rallies because all the places that he reserved to do rallies when he was going in 2016, that's right?
Hmm. Yeah.
2016?
2016. Hmm.
When he was running back in 2016, he never paid them. So he can't go back to those places until he pay. And he ain't trying to
Wow.
pay. So he's in debt across America. Um, Robert says it's reported that that store lost significant business since his shift.
Hmm.
Oh, so you let him do this. Hmm.
Right.
Uh, Robert
There's
says,
another one right down the street, honey. So, hey, it ain't
literally,
nothing for me to turn the other way.
and not me,
Okay.
and that slow me down, baby. Okay.
Nothing.
Robert says, you think that Trump paid? He is a deadbeat. Of course he didn't pay. Of course not. Um, Miss Kim says, I think his team is sabotaging him on the low. It looks like it, don't it? It be looking like it because of the way that they move. And these missteps are happening too many times. Political strategists and communication experts know better. And I don't believe he has experts because if he would have, I think the experts that he had for his first run, he
Mhm.
never paid and they coming back.
Donald Trump strikes me as someone who makes all of his decisions on his own and does not consider anyone else's opinions on what he wants to do. So,
Mm.
yes, he does have people on his team, but he only has yes men on his team. So, if
Ooh-wee.
Donald Trump comes up with an idea, ooh, I'm going to McDonald's, or ooh, I'm going to take a picture with the Bible upside down in front of a church, and so who's going to tell him no? That's going to be working for him. So, I think the reason why we're seeing all this is because they're all Donald Trump's ideas himself, coming from his noggin,
Ay,
and
ay,
that's
ay.
why they're also they make no sense
There's
because
no
they're coming from
connection.
his brain. Exactly.
Yeah. Bianca, thank you so much for posting this. This is Jonathan's Cash App. If you would like to support this channel, you can go ahead and send a Cash App $2 Jonathan Lee 07. Robin says, Miss Kim, no, he's sabotaging himself. He does not listen to others. Yeah. He thinks that he is the ultimate authority and decision maker. Mm.
Yeah. So speaking of Donald Trump, the Central Park Five, who Donald Trump has for years since this story actually came out, or actually we like to call them the Exonerated Five, since When They See Us came out on
Mhm.
Netflix. The Exonerated Five, who have been defamed by Donald Trump since their alleged crime, which they did not do. It was proven that they did not do it, and
Mhm.
the real culprit was caught and convicted and sentenced. Who has been saying for years, even called for the death penalty to come back for them. So they are now suing Donald Trump for defamation. He brought them up actually in the last debate with Kamala Harris, and so apparently that's the thing
Right,
that
he did bring him up again.
yeah, he did bring them up again. And so apparently that's the thing that caused for them to say, hey, we need to go ahead and do this. I wish they would have done it a long time ago, but I'm so glad it's better late than never that they have done this, because they had to split $41 million in their settlement with the state of New York. The five of them had to split $41 million for spending years and years and years. I believe Corey Wise spent over 15 years in prison. The others,
Mm.
I think it was less than 10 for all of the others. But it's I our mother said earlier today that, they ain't gonna get no money, but I'm like, I feel like, when you do these lawsuits, these civil lawsuits, you can get subpoenas for them to, get into your actual coin. That's what Cardi B has been doing with Tasha K, making sure she gets her coin. And
And that
so
lovely black young lady that, is getting money out of, what's his name? Rudy Giuliani.
yes, that was
He
another
had to sell
story.
his apartment. Oh, I'm sorry, let me hush you.
Yeah, that was another story. But I'm so glad that the exonerated five have taken this step to sue Donald Trump for defamation. I don't see how they cannot win this, especially with all the evidence that they did not do what he is still accusing them of doing. And for those of you guys who never saw When They See Us, this is a Netflix series on the actual case itself, everything that happened with it, their experience in prison, where they were in their lives at the ages of that they were. They were between the ages of, I think, 14 and 18. Corey Wise was 18 at the time. And so please watch When They See Us. It was an amazing series. It will definitely make you cry. So get your tissues ready, get your tear ducts in a row, because they're gonna be shedding, honey. But yes, please, Jennifer, did you hear about this? And if so, what did you think?
I did, and it's like more power to them. But my first thought is just like mommy's. They ain't gonna get nothing out of it. But it is curious to see what could come from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because from other people suing other people, we things just come out of the woodwork. So hey, we'll see what happens there. Did you? I don't know if you had this on your list, but did you? Is one more thing about Trump? Um,
I don't have anything else about Trump. What you got?
Okay, it's an purely alleged situation, where there was a fundraiser situation that they had, and one of the people that contribute to the fundraising and stuff like that, his underage child was there,
Mm-hmm.
and allegedly they're saying that Trump um, did inappropriately handled that teenager,
Wow.
and they're
I'm
saying that
surprised I
there's
haven't heard this.
they're saying that there's I saw this all over TikTok like all this morning and yesterday. They're
Gotcha.
saying that there's proof of it possibly,
Mm,
and they're saying that it's about the job because of course the father, that person that was a contributor to that man,
mhm.
um of course is understandably so outraged and wants
Of
him to
course.
pay.
Yeah.
So, but the question was that people had like, even if it does turn out to be true and all this stuff comes out and even the proof comes out, what there's I don't believe it'll make any difference with a lot of the Trumpers anyway,
It won't.
because he was talking about grabbing girls by the p word, so it's not like it would make any difference. But yeah, that was, coming up as well. We may see more about that eventually, but that information was leaked to the press.
Gotcha. Wow. I'm hoping that we hear more on that. I really do.
Yeah,
You want to go ahead and
I'll try to send you some TikToks about that as soon as I do see it again.
okay.
Robin says the exonerated five love that they are up next at bat. I predict a long line of people in the dugout, wow, waiting for their turn at bat to file their lawsuits.
I
Mm.
agree. I agree with that.
Um, Robin says, "You are right, Joe Nathan. Rudy is out. Rudy is out most of his assets. NYC penthouse apartment and the in the sky eye in the sky high. Um,
Yes.
Yankee World Series rings. Wow, Ben's used to belong to Lauren Bacall and 2 dozen watches. Um, uh, I have no problem believing any and all debaucherous, I don't know that word, skivy allegations about Trump.
Okay.
Bianca said I hadn't heard of that either. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to send it. Shoot, I might have to take this to the Discord
Okay.
because I got one now.
Yes.
Anyway, Ms. Robin also says he has been found guilty of sexual assault and still has MAGA support. Absolutely, which is why I don't believe an accusation like that is going to make anything any different.
It definitely
Um,
won't. Especially
mhm.
not this close to election day.
Notice, Robert says, notice my baseball references. The Yankees are in the World Series. Yay! Go
Go
baseball.
Yankees. Yes, I have no idea how baseball works. I just
None.
know that there's a pitcher,
Yeah.
um,
A bat.
a hitter. Is that
Yeah.
what the person with the bat is? I know there's
I
an
hope.
outfielder, but I have
Hmm.
no idea how the scoring works. I literally have no
Home
idea
runs.
how a team wins. But like I oh, so it's just based off of home runs? That's
They're
it?
just home runs. That's why if you look at a baseball game, first of all, it takes forever and a hot long day. But when they have points, it's you hardly ever see anything go over in double digits.
Oh, so it's literally only home runs.
It's
That's
home
it.
runs. Yeah.
I did not know it was so simple.
Now
Wow.
you know.
I still ain't gonna watch it though, but
I
hey,
promise you, I won't.
it is what it is.
Miss Kim says I might. Miss Kim says I might sue Trump for getting on my last damn nerve since
Okay.
2015.
Yes.
Okay, for harassment.
Harassment. Okay. Like as Judge Judy would say, who's being harassed? Me.
Me.
Okay. I should be sued for harassment, honey. Okay. Get
Okay,
out of
I
here.
feel harassed in this moment.
Okay.
Robin says, "Hey, this Bronx girl grew up in walking distance of Yankee Stadium. Wow. Okay,
Wow. That's awesome. From the
Miss
BX, honey.
Miss
Yes.
Kim, Miss Kim, you are me and I am you." She said, "Go sports ball, yay team, touchdown, end zone stance."
Yes. Wrong sport, but hey, it's okay. It's still a
Hey,
sport.
we
You're
win.
in the vicinity of
Go
sports,
winners.
honey, and that's
Okay,
all that matters.
go people that win. Praise God.
As Robin stated a little bit earlier, a judge has ruled that Rudy Giuliani must give up his luxury items as well as his New York apartment to the two women of Georgia who he defamed, and they won that settlement against him. Well, not settlement, but they won the case, the defamation case against him.
Praise
So
God.
he's losing it, honey. He's losing it. Also. I don't know if you guys saw my review of Monsters, the Eric and Lyle Menendez story, but it has been reported that the prosecutor in California is looking to have both Eric and Lyle resentenced to make them eligible for parole immediately. That's mainly because one of the former members of Menudo came out clarifying the allegations that were put up against Jose Menendez, concerning how he abuse. I think I say the word abuse his children. I can't say the actual how he
Mm-hmm.
abused them,
Mm-hmm.
um, but that member from Menudo doubled down and said yes, Jose did this. Some of the mother's family was actually speaking to a judge, asking for the two men to be released from prison. Here's my thing. After watching the entire limited series on Netflix, I feel the most for Eric, but
Mm.
I would have only charged them with manslaughter. Now, in their first trial, there was a hung jury, and there was an option either first degree M or second degree M, or involuntary or voluntary manslaughter, or go down and down and down. And they could not agree on what charge to find them guilty of. And so in the second trial, only the taking of a life, the M word. I don't think I can say the M word on YouTube, but the M word
You're being smart.
was the only option for them in that second trial, and that's where they were found guilty. But I would have only found them guilty of manslaughter personally, because I'm
Of the
not going to say that.
circumstances.
Right, the circumstances. Not to say that those parents deserve to be taken out the way that they
But
did.
dag
No one
nabbit.
deserves that. But these boys were abused in the most horrific way by the most by someone who should not have been the one to do it to them.
Mhm.
And so I hope that this does happen for both Eric and Lyle. Jennifer, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that they deserve a second chance? Because I personally do.
Absolutely. Their story is horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. It's like you have a life full of horribleness, and as a result, it's like, unfortunately, we are a result or a reflection of our upbringing
Hmm.
and what they've experienced. Unfortunately, it's just so horrible. It's sad. I hope that they do receive some kind of justice, some kind. Um, Not saying that um doing that to your parents is a good thing,
No,
but
it's not acceptable.
dag nabbit, it makes me think about um the young lady that had to go to prison for putting away the person that stole her
Was
away from her life.
right, and wasn't he pimping her out too?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing that on Netflix. I
It's
really
like
did.
wait, what if that's the only thing she could do to get away?
Exactly.
What,
Exactly. And they
like,
literally thought that their parents wanted to take them out first. They
where
literally thought that their
where's
parents
the
wanted to take them
compassion
out first. There was none
for
at
the
all.
situation? And it's like, it makes me think that if that person was a different color, there would be like, oh no.
And I also feel as though if that case had happened today, it would not have turned out the way that it did.
I don't think so either.
They might not have gotten any jail time, to be honest.
No,
But
they would have had to get something now,
yeah,
because
yeah, you're right.
it was a planned situation. You got to get something,
Yeah,
but to be charged for that
yeah. And sentenced to
is a bit,
life
for
without
that.
parole. Yeah.
That's really a bit much, and it's like, we need to go back on those things and look further into it, and have some compassion, dag nabbit.
Right.
Um, I'm still stuck on Miss Kim's comment. Go sports ball.
So, oh, go ahead, Jennifer. Go ahead and read those
Um,
comments.
Robin says, LA prosecutor held a press conference today. Oh, today,
Hmm.
announcing that he is asking for a resentencing hearing for the Menendez brothers.
Yes.
Well, all we can do is ask. That's where we can start, right?
Right. Yeah. And once again, I'm hoping and praying that they are resentenced. Excuse me. And it's just up to that board, whether they want to whether they want to get them out on parole or not. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's a whole lot with that. But anyways, some big ups. Black excellence to announce Queen Latifah and Missy Elliott become the first rappers to receive the National Medal of Arts. So they have a National Medal of Arts. I have
Okay.
no idea where who actually presents that medal. I'm assuming it's something presidential, or it might be presidential, but
That's what it sounds like.
I didn't see a president putting the medals on them. But shout out to Queen Latifah and Missy Elliott. Now we have to get into our reality TV portion of JoJo Speaks
Oh, hold
Hot
on a
Topics and
second.
Social Commentary.
Bianca said, listen, if someone take you against your will, sell you to people, and make you subject to abuse, I'd have took, she said, IDDA, I'd have took them out too. Okay.
Okay,
In the worst way I could. Sorry, not sorry. Don't need, yeah, there's no need to apologize for it. Just is what it is.
taking out
And
your abuser.
and Robin said the president presents those awards,
Gotcha. Thank you.
medals. Mhm.
All right. So, as we discussed last week, Phaedra Parks had the nerve to say that she revived Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, of course, Dr. Heavenly, for those of you who do not know, Dr. Heavenly has her own show on YouTube, has her own YouTube show. She goes live with Alexander Rogers every Tuesday. They get into some things. I love seeing them go back and forth with their banter. So,
Wait, so he's a regular with her?
he is a regular with her every Tuesday
Oh,
at
that's awesome.
6, I
Good for
think.
Alex. Good for Alex.
Right. I'm so happy for him. I really am. But Dr. Heavenly seems to really like him. And so Dr. Heavenly brought Quad on. And, they had a little discussion about Phaedra's words and how she feels like she revived Married to Medicine and she revived Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Quad was like, no, ain't no way she said that. Ain't no way she said that. She couldn't have said that. Not those words coming out of her mouth. So Dr. Heavenly had to send her the video. Quad watched it in real time and had to say, well, it's funny that she says this because it didn't seem like she brought anything but a bunch of faces to the show. And as far as I'm concerned, it seems like Married to Medicine revived Phaedra Parks' career. We put her back on the map. She ain't been on a show since the Housewives of Atlanta, back, however many years ago she was on there before she got axed out. But she ain't been on a show since then. Yes, she was on Girls Trip, one or two seasons of Girls Trip in the past, but she hadn't been a regular on a show since
Yeah.
Housewives of Atlanta years and years and years ago. So if anything, and I didn't even think of this fact, but I'm so glad that Quad brought it to our attention, Quad and Heavenly, because Heavenly don't agree with this sentiment either. But it seems to me that Phaedra Parks' career was revived by Married to Medicine because Married to Medicine, first of all, it has been on for, I believe it's been 11 seasons. I think there are 11
And
seasons is coming up,
their core ladies have been
are
there.
still there,
Present and
still
accounted for.
there. Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, Toya, Quad's been there since season one. Like,
Come
come
on.
on,
But,
come
it's
on.
like that's such a Phaedra thing to say, though. You
Isn't
know what
it
I'm saying? It's
delusional?
like you delusion.
Delusional. That should be
Uh,
her middle name, honey.
but it's so true. It's just a thing that she would say. You want to try to pump yourself up, but it's like let's not act like you are the end all be all. This is why you do your best not to be so haughty and to say all she had to say was, you know what? But well, maybe she's thinking about having a moment, being seen, I don't know. But she coulda just simply said, "You know what? I had a great time with the ladies. We had fun, and I enjoyed my time there." But I guess, being nice, I guess, is too much. Bianca says, "Phaedra make my itch
Okay.
real bad,"
Real bad, honey.
with a bunch of emojis of her, rolling them eyes, looking at eh. Um, and Bianca says, "I love them together, Dr. Heavenly and,
And
um,
Quad.
Alex."
Oh, Alexander Rogers. Oh, okay.
Mhm. I love Alexander Rogers. One thing I do enjoy about him, he does a good job of looking at things in a way that I never thought to look at it, and
Yeah.
he also gives some of the best reads. He's hilarious. And
Best
I'm
reads and
just
best commentary on
yes,
on TV shows.
but I'm happy that he's able to do what he's doing and, still going for his dreams and stuff like that. I'm really happy for him. Robin says, "Has Medicine Wives started up again? I am on such a housewives diet. I don't keep up no more." Robin.
It's okay.
Oh Lord. She also says, "I saw Phaedra on the game show, 25 Words or Less. She looked odd. Actually, she looked like a drawn cartoon character."
Ooh,
Miss Kim says, "I'm no Heavenly fan either, but she was right to check Phaedra."
right.
Agreed,
Absolutely.
'cause, I can't get with Heavenly on everything, you know? She's alright, God bless her, but, yeah, she's not my kinda gal. Um,
No.
No, yeah, no, not she's not for me, and that's okay. You know,
No.
not everybody's for everybody. Bianca, and you know what? Something tells me she would be upset that I would say that if she was like in front of me. Like, yeah, you're not my kind of gal, but I mean, hey, God bless you.
She wouldn't like that. No, she wouldn't. You're right. She wouldn't.
And this is why.
Because she doesn't see anything wrong with the way that she presents. She doesn't see anything wrong with her actions
But it's
at all.
like I could never be on that wave of just making TV to make TV. Unfortunately, the things that you do and the things that you say mean things, and when those things mean things, whether you mean it or not, and they're coming out your mouth,
Hmm.
like how you expect to be treated. Anyway,
Right.
Bianca says, lying, saying she didn't watch the trailer or
Okay,
she
because that's
watched
what
it.
we're
Come
going to
on
talk
now.
about next, the trailer.
She just allegedly laughed for no reason. She knows she watched it.
She
uh,
knows she watched. You going to be on it, girl. What you mean you didn't watch it?
Bianca says she have a new face. She have a new face. She said that to Robin, and Robin said, "My comments are notwithstanding. I am mellowing in my old age and not open to a lot of chicanery. I think that was right. Yeah, of the Bravo wives. We respect that and we understand."
Absolutely.
Bianca also says they're all nasty to me. Her, Kenya, Marlo are right there together.
See, the thing is, I don't care for Marlo at all. I can
Mhm.
actually stomach Kenya. I can take Kenya. I really was
Because she
disappointed that
certainly has her sane moments.
exactly. But I think the difference between Kenya and Heavenly is I think Kenya puts on a face for TV. I think
She does.
we don't really know who the real Kenya is.
But
Dr. Heavenly is just who Dr. Heavenly is, and that's
I
just
enjoy the
who she
face
is.
that I enjoy the face that Kenya puts on with her daughter on TV.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
that's the not saying that's the only thing I like of yeah, yeah, it is. And I do like how she do gather some people. I do like
Right.
that because some gathering has been happening, and I do appreciate some of those moments. Now, when Portia and Phaedra were in there the first time,
Yeah.
she
She got ate up.
she, as she deserved.
Oh, right, exactly, exactly. She's not the best at reading. You know what I'm saying? She gotta grab up a couple more gays, honey, to get it
But
to put
but
her in
she
school, honey.
She came up a little she came up,
She
you know,
did, she
as
did.
time went
Agreed.
by, but, you know, the things that she put herself in some tough positions to, like people are gonna just have things on you, on you, on you, on you. Bianca says, "But I like them all, because most often times, they don't be lying, just, putting out the wrong things." You have a point there, because Kenya and Marlo and even Dr. Heavenly, they is I don't see lies.
No, not really.
They don't give
They
lies.
they just bring their brutal truth to the forefront.
Yeah, and it's like most of it could have been said better,
Yes,
or it's like how you handled it was absolutely horrible. So yeah,
yes.
but it's but that's like the bare minimum though. You know what I'm saying? Is that all that we should be able to accept? Is like, well, at least they ain't lying. That don't feel right. Robert says, speaking of the Bravo wives, Dr. Contessa and her husband were on the last two episodes of Below Deck Sailing Yacht. They were boring. Yes, they are. They're boring before as well. Robin says Bianca beyond being nasty, I find them to be so unreal. Who acts like the way they do in real life? Well, you know, it's a TV show.
They act
Bianca
like
said,
they act like they think they have to act because they're on a reality TV show.
absolutely, absolutely, hands down. Bianca says, I agree with that. They can say it better. They can say it better. Oh, agree with
Mhm.
what we're saying. They can say it better, but you know, they choose not to, so they can stir things up. Bianca says, I think Dr. Heavenly act like that for real.
Absolutely. I believe
I
that as well.
believe Dr. Heavenly turns it up when she needs to turn it up. If you listen to her talk about the show and how she talked to other people about the show, like that's on the show with her, she's
Mhm.
like she's about making a moment.
Right.
So she understands the science behind the show.
Mhm.
And I think that's the reason why she's still married.
I think she understands the assignment and she's shooting
Yeah,
for an A plus.
because I
You
don't
know what
think
I'm
she act
saying?
like that at
Every
home
single time. No, you think Dr. Damon would put up with that BS?
all the time.
Absolutely no. He ain't got the patience for that. Dr. Damon looks like his patience runs real thin, real short, honey, real short life.
Okay, and, to be honest with you, for all we know, whenever they do go on, outings with the show together, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure she might get Dr. Damon together, "Hey, this is what's gonna have to happen. Imma warn you. This is gonna go on, this gonna go on.
I'm
Still
sure
love
she
me
has a
later,
lot of those
please."
talks with him.
Yeah,
A
just
whole
I'm
lot.
Imma have to do it like this, Imma get it going, and this is how it's gonna work out. So, that's why I believe that, I think he comes in prepared because she prepares him.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's another reason why their marriage goes well because it's a communication process.
Communication.
Mhm. And, last thing Robin says, "Bianca, based on what Funky Dineva says, I agree about Heavenly."
Hmm.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, I believe it. I just like I said, I just believe she turns it up,
Yeah.
um, in some ways. Bianca says, "Y'all know she, tell the ladies not to tell Dr. Damon or she'll be in trouble." Okay, there goes your proof right there. It's receipts.
Right.
He don't play about that. You remember he made her stop going live for a while? Which is why I believe they have those conversations. Hey, look, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, so there won't be much of a surprise. I'm telling you, when she was going crazy with the lives, I believe, I do believe, as like Bianca said, he had to get her together.
Sit it
This is
down.
what you can't be doing because now
Right.
you're gonna disintegrate who you are, our reputation, and all that stuff. I know you can go off, but don't let too loose because you about to lose it. And this is why I believe she's getting more people to come in with her so they can say the thing.
Exactly. Because Alexander Rogers' mouth is whoo,
And she
honey.
agrees every bit. Miss
Yes.
Kim says, I wouldn't play with my marriage for a plot line.
No, no. But the
Mm.
trailer did come out. I just want to speak on this really briefly because I do want to get into Real Housewives of Potomac for a little bit.
Mhm.
The trailer did come out. We see that Dr. Cone Tessa has returned.
Stop calling her that.
She looks a little. Dr. Contessa
Thank you.
has returned. She looks a little different to me. Looks like to me either she's lost some weight or she has some kind of work done. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't. I'll just say I didn't recognize her when she first came onto the screen. So there's that. Apparently, Dr. Heavenly, while she was live with Alexander Rogers, um, alluded to the fact that Dr. Contessa put hands on Dr. Heavenly. Not
Mhm.
sure that happened for real, but that's what she alluded to. And we also saw Dr. G get into it with Quad's new man. We don't know if those relationships are actually
Jonathan,
for real,
Jonathan,
but
I said, "What is this man doing?
yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
sir,
Like you have a whole wife, sir. You
sir."
have a
No,
whole wife.
but it's not just that. It's like, "Sir, look at who you trying to push up on." Like, "Sir, let's." Done. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That was like, "So what are we doing here? Come
Yeah,
on."
yeah. Phaedra apparently has a new man as well that she brought onto the show since she couldn't get her man from last season's Married to Medicine to show up on camera with her. So she got one who would actually be come
Yay!
to the party, honey.
Lord
Um,
Jesus.
I'm ready for this season of Married to Medicine. I'm really excited to see where the ladies are coming. To be honest, Married to Medicine is probably my favorite reality TV show. Um,
Because
because I
I think
love
there's
the
real
characters so
friendships
this
in
the
there.
only show where there are real friends. Like the reason why Dr. Jackie had that one-on-one with Quad at the end of last year's reunion is because that's what they do. They communicate with one another. They're actually in one another's lives. And it seems like to me the only person that Quad is close to is Dr. Heavenly. But it is what it is. But Jennifer, are you looking forward to this new season that's coming up?
I'm literally looking at the trailer right now,
Mhm.
and Contessa looks like a totally different woman. I don't
A
know who this woman is.
totally different woman. I don't know what happened. I
And
don't know what
and the
happened.
short wig needs some upgrading
Okay.
because it doesn't have any kind of uh, a part or anything, and the hairline is a little bit too thick. She needs to get some more
Yeah.
plucking going on. I may not wear wigs, but I like to watch the tutorials. I like to watch this is how you do it. Like, oh wow, that's really nice.
Right.
But like how do they make it look so nice? But yeah. Wait, hold on. What?
What?
Why fade your ex-husband in this so thick?
Girl, don't get me started on Apollo, okay, honey? Because that's the only reason why we even put up with Phaedra is for Apollo, honey. Okay, is your husband coming? Your ex-husband coming, honey? Because that's the only reason I want to see your face. I don't even want to see your face. You can stay in the car, honey. Hey, Apollo,
And you know
looking
what's his
thick,
name?
honey.
Greg or
Greg,
Doctor
Dr.
whatever?
G. Mm-hmm.
Dr. G. I believe his voice is a little bit too high pitched to be trying to start people start fights with people. It's
Just
just
a
like
little bit,
I
it's
can't
like
take you seriously, sir. I'm sorry.
your threats are null and void
Okay, falling on deaf ears,
due to the decibels of
deaf
your
and hurting ears. Um, let me quickly go through these. It's a lot of short ones, okay?
okay.
Um, Bianca says Contessa and that body, whoo, she is fine. Now she's it's looking good now. She brought
Hmm.
herself together. She said, I'm about to be back on TV. I'm gonna get this together. And
Okay.
Bianca said, for the second time. Um, Robert says, work. You know what they be saying? That it's contouring. It's a contour lie. Um,
Okay.
no, that was work, honey. Okay.
Work. Okay. WERK. Work.
Dustin says, I haven't heard of that either. Thank you for the information, Jennifer and Jonathan. You're welcome. Miss Ken says, Phaedra has a new Renaboo.
Rent a boo. That's what we calling them, Miss Kim, because we know
What
that ain't her man.
one that was willing to sign off and be available, honey.
Okay.
Yes.
Sound the release, honey.
Okay. Robert says, I will watch the Medicine Wives. Really? I guess I better check out that trailer. You might want to. I think
It's
this is going to be
It might be one of the best seasons yet. I really do think it might be one of the best seasons yet. I mean, we're going to
absolutely.
see Apollo, y'all. We're going to see Apollo on the show, y'all.
And Bianca said, did y'all see the story behind Fay Fay's fake man? No, what happened, girl? Story behind? Go ahead and type just a little synopsis in the chat and we'll be able to do that. Oh, y'all guess who here?
What's going on, Joseph?
Joseph! Joseph says, hey everyone, do I need to pull out a whooping stick? Get these likes up. Mash the buttons.
Thank you so
Robert,
much. We've missed
thank
your
you.
threats, Joseph. We've missed
Absolutely.
them.
Your threats are always, they're always very much so appreciated. Robert says, I'll watch Merit to Medicine, just not the others. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we can
That's
work with that.
wonderful.
We can work
That's
with that.
wonderful.
Bianca says Apollo. Now he's fine. Yes.
Okay.
Robert says Joseph Jarrell. Well, hello there. And everybody says hello to Joseph. Okay, go ahead, Jonathan. I'm sorry.
So I have to get into. Only got 5 minutes left. We might go over about 5 minutes because I must get into Miss Stacy from Housewives of Potomac. Jennifer, I don't know if you've heard the scuttlebutt concerning her relationship with this TJ young fella. Well, maybe not young fella. He ain't looking too young, but she's been in a relationship. Well, the way it's so interesting the way that she describes it because she describes him as though she's in an actual committed relationship with him. However, when his name came across the screen, he was only labeled as her friend. And so when she also, talks about him to the other women, she labels him as her friend. So I don't know what's going on here, but the story is that she's not had any sexual relations with the man because he does not want to have relations before marriage. He wants to be married before he has relations. And she said during her confessional in the most recent episode that he has had other partners in the past. However, he does not want to be sexually involved with a woman, specifically said a woman, until he is married. Now, they had this scene where she was working out with a personal trainer. The personal trainer was thick looking now, okay? Because I saw him in them shorts, honey, okay? Anyways, So when TJ comes up and she, approaches him, she tries to, hug him, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute now." He's kind of defending her off. Now, give me 10 feet, girl. Give me 10 feet. Honey, we need space in between us. Then he walks over to the personal trainer, gives him a full-on hug, honey. Wrapped his arms around the man, then had to compliment him on his arms. Ooh, your arms they're so big. But you look at mighty tone here, Stacy. I didn't say this in my Housewives of Potomac review. I really didn't go in like I should have, but
You should.
Stacy, that man don't want you. He don't want you. I don't know who he wants because I cannot confirm or deny that man's sexuality. But if you saw the way the interaction, it was so crazy that we saw this all in one scene. His interaction with Stacy, where he's kind of standoffish. He don't want to touch her. He don't want her to touch him. But then he goes straight to the personal trainer, just gives him a big old hug, and is complimenting him on his big old arms. You should have complimented him on the backside, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe that might
It
have
would
been
look a
too
little bit more
forward.
sus if he did
Exactly,
it.
if he did that. But Jennifer, have you been seeing any videos about this or heard anything about this? And did you even see the scene that I'm talking about?
I didn't see any of it, but I'm hearing this, and it's like, dang, I forgot to do my homework today, like I told you I would. But dag nabbit, Jonathan. One thing I do catch from Stacy that she is she okay, the last thing I saw from Stacy was when Ashley spilled all her tea.
Okay, yeah.
Um
Which I don't know why she was upset about that, because you did not tell Ashley not to tell nobody that you had a man. Go ahead,
but
Jennifer.
for some reason she, thought that things between them were the same. It's like you on a TV show, baby.
Okay.
And it could have been a conversation that wasn't. Maybe she thought the things that were said on camera, that's what would be coming back up, not, personal conversations with people.
But what Ashley said, what Stacy told her on camera.
Well then,
She didn't spill any tea that we, the audience, did not already know about, that she hadn't revealed yet.
Stacy needs to get it together.
She does.
I love these comments. Miss Kim says Stacy needs to wake up and smell the coffee.
Okay, Miss Kim.
The Folgers have roasted
Okay,
and has
honey.
gone through the
The
coffee
Folgers are
filter.
in your cup, honey.
Okay, it's in your
I was
cup.
use the B word.
Robin says, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Jonathan. Partner. Got it.
Yes.
Miss Kim says, never let a man tell you more than once that he's not interested in you.
She literally asked him
Sage
on a scale
words.
of 1 to 10, how bad do you want to have sex with me? You know what his answer was, Jennifer?
What it was, child?
K.
Excuse me?
K. The letter K. And then he went on to say 0. 0.
So what does she think she got with this man then? They need to go ahead and slap 5 and do the things and go out to the bar to go meet men, because it's not coming it's not coming together in my brain. Miss Robbins says, remember the man who was Cynthia's assistant on Real Housewives of Atlanta, who was on MAFS? MAFS? I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure what that is either.
Who at a point said that he had been in a relationship with men after they were read on that vacay. Is this Stacy's man like that? Maybe. Child, I don't even think Stacy's friend. Oh, Married at First Sight. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I believe that this is one of those men that just want to hold on to have a really cute friend. And she's letting him think things for beard purposes. Excuse me, he's letting her think things for beard purposes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I agree with that. Because the conversation I had with my mother about this is like, Okay, this is this like a rent-a-boo type of situation, or is she actually like does she actually think? Because I would hope that she doesn't actually like in reality really think that this is her man, like that she might get
Well, the
somewhere
the
with this
way
man,
that her
but
face was looking, she sounded like she was very sincere with all of that, and
extremely
usually people don't come on their first season of a show with
no,
a rentable, so,
no.
I think
And
she
that's
thinks this
what's
is
so
real.
sad about it because it's like, and so what I'm hoping is that she will bring this man around the other girls eventually so that one of the other girls can give her a hint, pull her to the side and say, girl, that man don't want you.
And, Robin says, "Or maybe he wants to be on TV and she needs a beard."
Mm,
Hmm. And she need to get it together. Dustin says we are currently in our 11th season of Married to Medicine. Miss Kim
absolutely.
says, I remember that episode. And Amir.
Hey, Mamir, thank you for coming, boo.
Hey Amir. All right.
Alrighty, well, that is the end of this particular
It's
show.
only
Thank you.
9:02.
I know. Thank you guys so much for being with us. Jennifer, go ahead and give the good folks out there in the audience your social media contacts real quick.
Sure, I'll be happy to do that. It's gonna come up like right now. There it go. Go ahead and follow me at the light of the Leo. I have oh, I'm gonna say words. I have my TikTok at the light of the Leo. You can follow me there. I'm very active on my TikTok daily. So you can send me stuff. I can send you stuff. Things will be great. You can also follow me on my YouTube at the light of the Leo as well. I go live every single Monday at 9 p.m. for Monday reflections. I've really been enjoying those lately. It's really been making me happy to do those with you guys. And also, please join me on Saturday mornings with Faithful Warrior Ministries on the Faithful Warrior Ministries YouTube channel. And we also have a Facebook if you like that. Um, we come together every Saturday to spend some time together and pray and uplift each other in the Lord. So that's Faithful Warrior Ministries. You can join me there. And if at all possible, Bianca, could you kindly add the link for the distro? It's been really kind of cool to be able to send out messages that everybody is able to see, where we can connect with each other, remind each other of videos, let each other know when we're going live and things of that nature. So please join the distro. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, that's it. Okay, go, Jonathan.
Alrighty, y'all can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. And also my Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 07. That's $JonathAN07. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. This was an amazing show. We had great topics to talk about. So I'm so glad that you guys were with me today. The other day, I posted a video called Gay Baiting. Are we being scammed? If you have no idea what I was talking about, watch that video. I'm talking about these straight men that's out here trying to get our coin, honey. Do you think we should give it to them or not? It's up to you. Check out that video. It is on my channel again. Next week, I will be posting a video concerning the men who are gay for pay. So if you want to know my thoughts on men who venture into the adult entertainment world and, do things for a nice piece of change, make sure you check out that video when I post it next week. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. Join us next week, same time. Oh, Jennifer, go ahead.
Just one quick thing. I wanted to address this. Robert says, wait, what about Genesita's news? It's not exactly news to say out there yet. So be patient with me. All right.
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we'll say bye for now, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night and an amazing weekend. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.